But you always lying, you're unashamed. I know why you're hiding, you always win. You're so going to everywhere, but I know you're not always in bed, now you got closer. And I say the truth, I say the truth, now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. And I say the truth, I say the truth, now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. And I say the truth, and I say the truth, and I say the truth. Say the truth. Say the truth. But you always lying, you're not ashamed. I know why you're hiding, you always win. You're so going to everywhere, but I know you're not always in bed. And I say the truth, I say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. And I say the truth, I say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. And I say the truth, and I say the truth, and I say the truth. Say the truth. Say the truth. Say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. And I say the truth. Say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. And I say the truth. 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 Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. Say the truth. Say the truth. Now you wanna drown me, but I'm not all. I really know you, really know you. Now you wanna hide it, but I'm not all. Say the truth.
Good morning, everybody. It's a weird type of a day, you know. Warlick's already ate dinner or supper or lunch or what do I even know. But a good thing he is here with me. And we have a look at the possible last best of series for today. Because if we win that one, then we will not have to play the one in the evening. But hey, first of all, we need to get another clean 2-0 with Lethality Jinx, I hope. Warlicks, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. I just had my lunch, man. I have my coffee. I am ready for a banger. I'm ready for some more Lethality Jinx.
Oh man, the Lethality Jinx. I hope Kakao is here, or maybe he never joins a stream ever again. He's scarred for life, basically. But yeah. we have a banger of a matchup today, because the banger of today is called This Thunder, though. I will maybe struggle a little bit with the name a few times, but yeah, it's a cool name. I hope the players are just as cool and will give a bit of a challenge to our Foxnyr boys.
Yeah, I mean, last time it was kind of a little stomp for the Foxnyr gang. Brosard absolutely owning it in the mid lane, going full ham on the RE. That first game was actually disgusting. I think Broku did not sleep tonight. Poor guy or girl. Yeah, so maybe Brosard will be challenged a bit more this time, and we'll see how that goes.
Oh, we will definitely see how it goes in just a few minutes, hopefully. Usually it goes pretty quick, but it looks like right now the players are still finding themselves, you know, maybe talking a bit about draft. I also wrote one of the players that I really want to see the deer, so hey, if it's not banned, it is an option. Maybe we will see it today then. I mean, even though Pokal also said that the Kha'Zix was absolutely legendary, so, you know, might as well look at another round of Kha'Zix, and looks like to me all the boys are capable of anything anyway. So any certain thing that you're looking forward to today, except for the lethality ADCs, of course?
I mean, Udyr is definitely up there. I wonder what Brosard is gonna pull out. Maybe more Ariel LeBlanc, maybe a new spicy pick in the mid lane, you know. Definitely also some more Dark Harvest Kha'Zix against tanks. That would also be very lovely. I think Kaká would also love that. And other than that, I don't know. I hope the players have like some good spicy picks to surprise them with.
Oh, 100%. I have to fully agree with that one. I love how they also invited Marv Smurf in the lobby, and of course that one will not accept. Guys, this is not flex queue. Yeah. But for real though, I have not really looked at the opposition just yet, so I'm not even sure, you know, let's be honest here. Yesterday, how do we say it? Our players did not give it 100% their all, you know. They were like, Keck W, we should have this in the bag, especially in the second game, you know, after Brosard basically solo carried the first one. In the second game they had some fun. And I'm wondering if today they have to be a little bit more serious.
I would definitely be down for a bit more serious gameplay. Maybe there's like, you know, more for me to do, more for me to analyze instead of, yeah, that was a nice clown fiesta. Good job, Brosard, getting all the kills. So yeah, I would be down for that. But you know, on the other hand, like some more lethality jinx, I can't go wrong with that either.
Well, I personally want the lethality Caitlyn or something like that.
Yeah, lethality Caitlyn, also a banger, you know. See if you challenge yourself, you can literally one-shot someone with just your ultimate. That'll definitely be hilarious on cast.
Oh man. Yeah, the enemies are not in the lobby yet, so I'm free to just copy-paste some stupid stuff. If you're still in the screen share, you can see my hidden collection of of absolute bangers there. And I usually type in banger game delivery instead of LP delivery, but I once forgot to to put that in, so I copy pasted the -15 LP delivery one, and the enemy team was basically like, "Wow, disrespect much." You know, I played the mental warfare.
Foxnyr, 6-player team.
Yep, I see. Now, but for real, where are the enemies? Are they still sleeping, or do you think they're still outside in nature meditating? What is up here?
Maybe they're eating lunch like I just did. They're finishing up their meal real quick, and then hopefully they will be ready soon. You know.
That would be quite boring if we just had a default win. That would be really, yeah. I mean, just boring. Just no action. Just no nothing. So wait, how long? Oh, there they are. There they are. Oh my god, they're ready. They are ready. They're coming in. They're ready with lunch. 1 year CN bootcamp. Otto feels Günther, man. Best in-game name ever.
Feels Günther, man.
Feels absolutely Günther, man. Right. I need to... Now that is one that we can get behind, right?
I approve, I approve.
Beep beep, Foxnyr cast is ready because we are waiting. Why does the Helkaway have... Yeah. I was like, why does he have those thingies here? I'm like, yeah, that's for proper spacing. And he's ADC, he won't get it. Yeah, good luck, have fun to both things. You can see we are we are hype. We are ready. I mean, I'm ready. I just want to see bangers. I just want to see some fun ones here. And of course, yeah, it's always a bit boring when you have to talk a lot and not a lot is happening. But finally, we can go into the draft. So let me change the scene and let me take you to a journey. It is going to be... Wait, no, the sides are wrong, of course. I had so much time to trash talk, but no time to get the sides correct. There we go. Foxnyr on red side and this Thunderdome on the blue side.
Yeah, let's see what kind of spicy picks they're bringing out for us today. But for now, it's going to be the Aatrox and the Akali band. I don't know if these players have any specific OTPs. I think you're probably more familiar with player-specific favorite champions.
Favorite champions for them. Again, we have to look at this entire thing. Oh, there's the Kha'Zix spawn already. Yeah, I wanted to say, maybe. So, yeah, our top laner... Fralimo, he really likes the Aatrox, but he's also super strong on other picks, as you have seen yesterday.
Yeah.
Then honestly, again, Marth kind of plays everything that is meta. He doesn't really play those special ADCs. I don't know, he doesn't play like Draven or Twitch, you know, or stuff like that. But he has a really good Kog'Maw, for example, so maybe we see that. I mean, again, I'm still super down for the lethality, Caitlyn. Please, Marth, make it happen. Please make it happen.
I would definitely love to see that.
100%. Come on, the Sylas ban, the Akali ban. So a lot of mid lane target bans against Oipto. It's not Obito from Naturo, it's Oipto. You know, or maybe it's Obito and he cannot write properly. He was in a hurry. So, but yeah, a lot of solo laners banned, and now we will have the first pick open. And what are you hyped to see here, Warlix?
I mean, I have no idea what to expect. We're gonna get the Ziggs, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not hyped about that one, because when I see Ziggs, I think of a little Yordle sitting under his tower and clearing all the waves and delaying the game inevitably. But we're gonna get the Misfortune for Morph, and there we go, we get the Udyr locked in as well. That's what we wanted to see.
Yeah, Udyr is an absolute fun pick right now, and you know, I'm an Udyr enjoyer since forever, but I heard Strelax is finally also on the Udyr trip, and you know, you cannot fail any jumps with him, or leaps, excuse me, like on the Kha'Zix, so I can only see him having insane success on that champion. You just run people down, honestly. Now, of course, the answer has to be found, and Vi into Misfortune, not a bad answer, that's for sure.
Yeah, Vi with her ultimate, obviously very good at picking off champions, and Misfortune notoriously known for not having that much mobility, so that could be a tough challenge to deal with for Morph. There we go, we're gonna see the Smolder as well. That's gonna be combined with that Ziggs, like I talked about. The Ziggs is very good at just sitting on her tower, yeeting out a lot of those spells, delaying the game inevitably. And then you also have the Smolder paired up with that. He's gonna be able to stack up for so long, trying to skill into that late game and becoming that late game carry monster.
And the answer is here. It is just a hover first, so you know, I shall not get baited, but the lock-in is also confirmed. It is the Orianna. And honestly, Orianna, Udyr, Misfortune sitting on the red side, and then Ziggs, Vi, and Smolder sitting on the blue side. Any favorites for you so far, team comp-wise? You know, the core is kinda picked. So, what do you like more?
I mean, so far, I feel like Foxnyr are gonna trying to go for that team fight composition. And I feel like with the Misfortune and Oriana, you have a really good start with that, right? And then on the side of this Thunder, though, you kind of have a little bit of everything, right? You have the Ziggs who's trying to like clear waves, you have Smolder who's trying to skill, and Vi is really good at picking off champions. So I don't know, I feel like, you know, Foxnyr kind of have like a better direction that they're going with. So I'm gonna side with their team composition for now, but we'll see how they're gonna round this one off.
Yeah, personally, I feel like if you pick more range stuff on the side of this Thunder though, then it becomes kind of hard for Udyr. Then again though, Misfortune with her slow Oriana can slow and speed up teammates. It's pretty strong looking so far. Again though, scaling wise, we just have to give it over to the Smolder and the Ziggs because, you know, this Thunder though, they should rename themselves to this Fire though. Because so far they are having a ton of explosives and a ton of the literal dragon breath. Let's see how we will complement those positions here. What will Marv pick here for his team? It will be the Nautilus.
Yeah, so this Thunder though, they did ban out the Rel and the Leona, trying to negate the engage capabilities of the support, which makes sense, right? Because the Udyr not that good on the engage, and you kind of want to have some engage when you're playing against these long-range champions. So it is going to be the Nautilus, also a very solid champion to get that engage in. So that's going to be very helpful for that team comp. And now we're going to see Renata, which once again, it's very long range, and Renata is so good at the disengage, which is once again just adding up onto that team composition, helping that Smolder skill up and be safe in the team fights.
Yeah, that is an amazing composition so far, honestly. Like, Renata fits this comp perfectly. Her handshake, her... Wait, what was it called now again? Her Q is handshake, as you said, insane disengage. Her W to bailout, insane disengage, you know, somebody should die. Well, he doesn't, he kills you, now he's back to life. And then her ult, of course, as well, the hostile takeover. Jesus Christ, that is quite the pick. Now the Gragas also filling in this disengage role. And now only top lane is left for us to pick. And of course we also have to confirm, is the Udyr top lane or not? And it is a Garen. Well, that's a special one that we kind of just saw, right, Warlix?
Yeah, we had a little practice going on before this. So we've had some Garen. We've seen it in Whippo play that in the LCS finals. So we'll see how that one goes. But I feel like the team composition for this Thunder, though, is they're just saying, hey, we got the Smolder on our team, and this champion is a little bit broken, so we're going to make sure this guy gets to, I don't know how many stacks, go for $1,000, all I care. And they got all the disengage and wave clear in the world to make that happen. And then you go on the side of Foxnyr, and you see a lot of good team fight engagement and mid-game skirmishing. So it's going to be on them to find the fights that they need to close out this game on time before this Smolder becomes a problem that they can no longer deal with.
So the thing is, like, of course, I totally agree with you. First of all, I want to just mention how crazy it is that Ziggs, a mid lane mage, is now played on the bot lane, and Smolder, an ADC, is now played on the mid lane. How the tables have turned. Wow. Right, balance your game, dang it. But yeah, that is just how the meta is right now. You talked about Smolder stacking. I think he needs 120 for the true damage. Feel free to correct me in chat if I'm wrong, but I think that's like the big benchmark.
It's
basically
it's the 225 to get the true damage executed on this Q. So that's kind of what you're looking for. And then I think on average, like, the Smolder tries to get like 10 stacks a minute. So around that 22-23 minute mark is where you're gonna see that Smolder activate.
I see. Wait, what is on 120 Syndra? Yeah, maybe I'm mixing that up right now. 120 Syndra for like mock stacks, but there we go. I think then her ult gets true damage. Whatever, we don't have a Syndra here, we have a Smolder. And I also want to say, hey, of course, in the late game, If everything is even, and that's really important, if everything is even, then yes, Six and Smolder are insane. And if we have to engage into the Grogos, the Renata, and the Vi as well, of course. I mean, okay, let's just, we have time, right? We have to walk through the Gragas Explosive Cask. We have to walk through Gragas everything, basically. We have a Vi that can just, knock us back, damage us, and knock us up. We have Smolder with his ult and his little slow bubble, with the Achu. We have Ziggs with his Satchel Charge and the Explosive Minefield. And we have... Okay, basically, every single champion on the side of this Thunderdome has around 2 to 3 spells where they just say, hey, we love if you have to walk into us. So, Warlix, how do we not walk into them?
I mean, it's gonna be very, very difficult, right? So vision control is gonna be very important on the side of Foxnyr, because you kind of want to try to pick off these champions. But when it comes to the late game, like, if you look at the side of Foxnyr, who is gonna engage, right? It's not gonna be the Garen, because he's gonna struggle to just walk in, because that's all he can do, right? Same for the Udyr, so it's really gonna come down to Maxi to find, good hooks or catch people with the ultimate. But even that is not the best engage you can have in the game, right? So it's gonna be quite the struggle for Foxnyr to find the engages that they want to have.
Well, okay, what does that mean? That means we maybe have to win via split push with Garen on the side lane. Once he becomes strong enough and he can just one-shot somebody, then he can split push, and then Grogos has to match him, and then Grogos is not there anymore, to fling everybody away with his ult, to do stuff like that. And maybe, I mean, Brozard was an absolute legend yesterday. Maybe he can find some really good shockwaves, like hide your ball in a wall somewhere, somebody walks past it, and you just use your ult and almost one-shot him already. Something like that, maybe. But yeah, I feel like, just composition-wise, if I wouldn't know that Foxnyr is Foxnyr here, I would actually give it to this Thunderdome, just because their team comp is so cohesive and kind of directly counters Foxnyr's one, right?
Yeah, I would agree with it. I feel like Foxnyr has too little engaged at the moment, and it's gonna become a bit of a struggle. Once again, if Foxnyr can kind of run away with the early game, and they can control the vision, they can take all the objectives, perhaps they can generate that big of a lead that they can close out the game before it gets out of hand. But even then, it's going to become very difficult, and Foxnyr are definitely going to need the Baron to close out this game, because the wave player is also just way too much on the side of this Thunderdome.
I see. Yeah, good breakdown there. Now, of course, we go into the game, and we want to have a look, because we can talk a lot about Fury. In the end, it is about what the boys do on the Rift. And that's exactly what we want to have a look at. It is still in black screen, so yeah, it's you're not missing anything. Now we are in the game. I still have to go to the live moment here. I think we should be there anytime. And there we are, guys. We are in the game with this Thunderdome on blue side and Foxnyr on the red side. Let's give it up.
Yeah, I think interestingly enough, Strollax is going to be starting off on that top side right now, clearing out the Krugs. So perhaps looking for that early gank towards the bot lane. With a Misfortune and a Nautilus, you have really good kill pressure, so they're trying to already look for that scaling.
What the hell? Did you just see that on bot lane? Also, Frolimo is level 2 on top lane. Otto might be struggling a little bit there. Yeah, never mind. But to be fair, it's Garen and Grogos. They are both healing up no matter what, right? I mean, unless they don't stop fighting, and it really looks like Frolimo and Otto, they are both really dominant on top lane. They want those early skirmishes.
Yeah, both champions do be having a lot of good sustain though, so I suspect there's probably not gonna be any kills, but who knows how much they're willing to fight. As we're looking at the minimap, we're gonna see Skrillex almost making it down to the bot lane though, but Marth and Maxi are very pushed in at the moment, so it's gonna be tough to get that gank off. Perhaps they're gonna look for a dive eventually, but even that's gonna be very difficult. And we're gonna also see Brozard, he's just controlling that mid lane once again, continuing his dominance from yesterday. He had such an amazing game on the Ahri and the LeBlanc, and now he's gonna continue to shut down that Smolder on the early game.
Yep, really solid stuff there in the mid lane. And, well, okay, so Straylex is pathing towards the bot side. Maybe they are a bit worried for Vi ganking bot lane early, because yeah, Marv and Moxie, they are so dominant in this lane. Like, the only thing that could basically make them fall behind is a strong gank from 1 year CN bootcamp. Do you know what CN is, by the way? I have no idea.
I have no idea either. Perhaps we can ask in the chat after the game.
No,
some insight on that one. Yeah, it's gonna be Strolax. He's not gonna go for that gank. More so providing the safety, but now we're gonna see perhaps a tower dive for Limo.
Oh my god, are they going through with it? Frolimo living for now. Flash forward from 1 year CN bootcamp, and amazing aggro juggle there from Otto and 1 year CN bootcamp. I mean, I have to give it to them, they played this one perfectly.
Yeah, they got the push in, they got Frolimo down. He's gonna teleport back in, so he's gonna still catch those minions and the CS. But that's gonna be the first bot going over to 1 year CN bootcamp. But yeah, on the meantime, like, bot lane is still pushed in. So they're still having a good time down there. Mana burning low on the Ziggs as well, so he kind of wants to go for a reset, but with Marv and Maxi continuing to push in this wave, it's gonna be kind of difficult. But however, the Ziggs still have teleport, so he could be freely using that whenever he wants to as well.
Yeah, getting the backport there also on mid lane. A lot of TPs, Frolimo used the TP already, and now feels Güntherman is also looking for one. Wait, I have to check out the backport though. Does it go boom? Oh yeah, it goes boom. Amazing. Nice backport, wow. But okay. You know, to get a bit more serious note now, the first objectives are spawning, and of course I'm wondering, the first dragon, I'm always saying it, and that means I will also say it today, Ocean Dragon in the early game for the laning, a bit more sustain, always welcome.
Yeah, for sure, Ocean Drake is always nice. We're gonna see Maxi is already running down towards the mid lane, generating some cover for Brosard and getting some of that vision control for the dragon. Strolax also in the bot lane, so perhaps they're gonna look for that dragon very soon. And as I say that, it looks like they're gonna start it off already, but Brosard gets a shockwave. But just gonna be pressure on Oip though, making sure that Smolder has to fall back and that this dragon is safely secured on the side of Foxnyr.
10 out of 10 analysis from you there, and I love the team effort. Basically, it was like, hey, we're starting Dragon, make sure you have pressure everywhere. So, of course, in mid lane, you can try to look for something. Feels Güntherman might be low here. Flash from Marv to find the kill. Amazing stuff there. And meanwhile, on top lane, though, Frolimo might... Well, does he survive? He actually survives. We get the Ocean Dragon. Of course, it's not ideal for Frolimo on top lane, but I think we take those.
Yeah, so you can kind of see that on the side of Foxnyr, they're trying to play around this bot lane. The Misfortune and the Nautilus are a very explosive bot lane at the start of the round, so you can see Strolax is playing around that bot side, making sure they can, or he can cover for the bot lane, making sure they can keep playing aggressive, and they're trying to convert that into the dragon, and they've also converted it into a kill. But unfortunately, Frolimo is kind of have to be on the weak side. He has to take the bullets for the team, so it's going to be a bit rough for him.
Yeah, 100%. Now, meanwhile, the Vi tries to go for the objective. Will get the objective, but Frolimo is right here, Brosard as well. And this could just be a free kill there, and Yup Bootcamp will just accept it, get smitten down by the Mossian Justice. And Nilsson might be in trouble. Flash forward. He will survive just a little bit longer, but it doesn't really help him. And that is just what you said, Straylex. Playing around the bot side, and oh no, Feels Günther has Feels Günther has a DC right there. That is unlucky, of course. He could have probably helped Nielsen there.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, and yeah, that's just kind of part of the game, unfortunately. Let's hope Feels Günther is going to be able to reconnect soon. But yeah, in the meantime, we're going to see Bootcamp. They did secure the grubs on the top side, so once again, the strong side for this Thunderdome is going to be on the top side. They will secure the grubs, and they got the kill on Frolimo, but they will get something in return as Frolimo did pick up that kill onto Bootcamp in the end there. Mostly because of that gank not working out to perfection, right? Frolimo did and end up surviving that gank, and that's gonna come back to bite them there in the end.
Yeah, it's what I mentioned as well, right? It's usually the meme on the junglers. Usually you're like, jungle is almost dead, goes and clears one camp, and he's almost full life again. Well, that's a great joke, but on top lane, if you have Gragas versus Garen, it's basically the same. Garen with the passive, just looking really strong sustain-wise, and Gragas also with the passive. Apparently every top lane champion that starts with a G just has a great passive sustain.
Apparently so, yeah. And also, if you look at the items right now, there's a lot of tiers on the side of Death Thunder though. They're looking to stack up that mana, making sure they can keep spamming those spells in the late game as well, right? To keep Foxnyr at bay. But for now, we're gonna see an 800 gold lead for Foxnyr. His bot lane is snowballing quite well. Even in the mid lane, there's a little bit of a CS lead, right? And Brosard also getting that assist. So it's looking good for the early game for Foxnyr, but now it's all about, can they close this out? Can they continue to snowball throughout this game? And we're gonna have to peel our eyes out on how they're gonna be able to do that.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, we are back in the game. Apparently, what are we seeing? Yeah, feels Gunterman's PC was a bit too warm, and that's completely understandable, right? It's pretty warm outside right now, but it's maybe also due to the heat of this battle. Maybe also due to the heat that Stralex brings with his Phoenix. So yeah, we will see how this continues, but feels Gunterman might be in a bit of trouble here on bot lane.
Yeah, he's gonna be all alone in that bot lane, but with no minions, I think he should be fine. He's gonna be able to clear that one out as well. Even as the Mega Inferno bomb, I think it's called, right?
Yes.
Yes. Even as that to clear out the wave if necessary, but instead Foxnyr is gonna go for the reset.
Frolimo might be in trouble on top lane there. Does Otto have the cooldowns to follow it up? Only one more spell and he will find one more spell. This is so ironic considering Frolimo was the one doing those insects on K-Santa yesterday, and now it is him suffering from those things. And that is of course a big bummer. I can understand it though, he runs the phase rush, so he probably feels like he can always get out, but Otto disagrees with him.
Yeah, this time it's a different story for Frolimo. Playing the weak side as well is not easy as a top laner, right? Oh, Maxi is gonna hit the hook.
Oh my god, can Brosard follow it up? Maybe Brosard is not in range, and that has to be so annoying. The hook was great though. And I think sometimes it's also just about sending a message.
Yeah, making sure that Smolder does not get the stack freely. Gotta live in his mind rent-free. But Maxi is gonna return to that bot lane, making sure those waves stay pushed, making sure they can continue their reign in the bot lane. Frolimo struggling a little bit in the top lane, but he will be able to pick up that CS as well.
Yep. Now, if we look at this game, we have like 2 minutes until the next dragon is spawning. Oh my god, wait, the hook connects and this is a free kill for Marth! Feels Gunterman indeed will find the second death of the game. And I just wanted to ask you, hey, what should happen in the next few minutes? Well, this is certainly a possibility. Now Brosard really has to watch out in the mid lane to not get ganked by the Vi, but nope, there will be no attempt here. So my question remains, what are we seeing until the dragon?
Yeah, I wonder if Foxnyr are gonna try to counteract the Void Growth, making sure that this Thunderdale does not get the 6 Void Growth buff, so it's gonna depend on how Foxnyr wanna play this out, but for now they're gonna just stay bot lane. Strelax destroys the bot lane as well, so perhaps looking for yet another dragon to stack on top of the already Ocean Dragon that they have. You can see on the bot lane they have the vision, but now Nilsson's gonna be called out, and that seems to be the end for him.
Nilsson, no chance. Feels Gunterman might have a bit of a survival chance there, but his support also suffering the second death in this game. Nope, never mind. Feels Gunterman forced to flash away and is on the run. I think he can get out, but meanwhile Frolimo struggling on the top lane. The strong side is on bot lane right now, so nobody there to help Frolimo, and he will just fall on the top side. And you mentioned it, the objectives are spawning soon. So I don't really know how well this fares up. We do not want to give away all the grubs.
It seems to be kind of a handshake though. I mean, we're gonna get more plates on this bot tower and perhaps looking for a dive.
Oh my god, the hook connects. Teleport is coming through here. Smolder will be here in just a few seconds. Feels Gunterman in the bailout. Moxie Thunder tanking. Has to get out of there. One of our TPs is coming through. We will get a kill here on the Smolder. We don't really want to see that happen. Straylex in the bot lane. Really well played by Brozard at the Shockwave. Frolimo also joining the cavalry here. Teleporting down. I don't know if that one was worth it, but it was surely a message. We want this dragon and we will get what we want here on this bot lane.
Yeah, I think Foxnyr acknowledging that they don't have the scaling advantage this game. They are acknowledging that their bot lane is so far ahead. They're playing towards the bot side, their strength, and they're making sure that they can accelerate this game by performing that beautiful dive. And now they're gonna go back, reset, make sure they buy up their items, get the HP bar souls. The dragon is up, they still have the vision control left in the bot lane as well that they set up earlier. So now they're gonna look to take down that Drake. Strillex already in position to start that dragon off. And Marth is going to be able to clear out the wave as well. Now it's just going to be Frolimo trying to survive for dear life as Bootcamp is looking for a kill.
Yep. 1 year CN Bootcamp showed up on top lane, had the cease and desist ready. But now it is counterplay time. We know that their jungler is top side, so we might just do something on bot lane. And we will do something indeed. The flash from Nielsen is taken. And that is such an important cooldown here, because we are literally just playing around that bot lane. We're playing around Marth here. And of course, around Brozard and Straylex.
Yeah, with the wave pushing in, Foxnyr is threatening another dive, and this time it will be respected on the side of this Thunderdome. They're gonna fall back, but that should be the tower falling down soon as well. They're just proxying the wave at this point. They're so far ahead in this bot side, and there's just not much they can do, but they're looking for the engage, they're looking to punish, but will they find anything?
Yeah, I think Moxie Thunder might just be dead here. Marth is looking for a strong ult, will try to find it, realizes I did not find it, so he just leaves, makes sure to not give away any important kills here. I mean, Moxie, yeah, it's the second death for him already. I feel like Frolimo and Moxie dying, you're kind of fine with this as long as the other three players are consistently farming and getting their times money.
Yeah, I think Foxnyr might have overstayed a little bit too much there, trying to proxy that wave as well to get that first tower on the bot lane. Because Brozard already had to move back towards the mid lane to defend that and catch the wave. Strillex was trying to counter jungle as well, so that kind of just leaves Marth and Maxi alone. But now Gunterman is going to be in trouble.
Yep, Straylex showed up, man-beer pig in his face, and what can he do? Well, go into grey screen and back to base, that is what he can do. And even though it is not the first turret, we will finally get all the platings onto Marth. That is a wonderful sight to behold.
Yeah, there we go, finally being able to get that tower. Now they're looking to get the mid towers or at least some more plating onto Brozard. Maxi just hanging around, making sure that Brozard is going to be safe and sound.
Well, is he? Maxi flashing forward with the Hextech flash over the wall.
Strillex is coming as well though, for some more assistance.
Yeah, looking good, looking good. I feel like this could explode any second. If Otto looks for something, or like Brozard hits an ult or anything basically, we have so many ways for this entire thing to go from 0 to 100. And yeah, Otto is looking for it, flashing for it. Brozard getting knocked back into the team. He will not really find anything. Beautiful shockwave though. Nielsen pulled in and is the lowest right now, but everybody else a bit struggling, and we have a 6-9 score. We are still ahead in gold.
Yeah, unfortunately for Brozard, he does get knocked back into that tower. That's going to spell the end of his life. And now we're going to have a little fight over this Herald as this Thunderdome is trying to start that one off. But Foxnyr, they're trying to respond real fast.
Straylex, no passive ready quite yet, and Udyr without a passive is not that strong, but we want the Vi here. The super bomb will hit there. Frolimo in the front line, staying really healthy. This thing is ticking low. We get the objective here. No smite from 1 year CN Bootcamp, and there the bullet time from Marth will not find the kill because of the bailout. But Otto, on the other hand, looks really dead to me. Will be the only casualty so far though. Brozard, he wants more. Frolimo also wants to proxy the wave. Strelax is showing up and is like, I will flash into your face, I will make your life hard. He has the Phoenix passive ready. Meanwhile, the camera just pans onto the top lane to show us the kill. And now even the Ziggs just died there. This is amazing stuff if you are a Foxnyr fan. We got so much there.
Yeah, they pick up all the kills, they pick up the Herald. They're gonna be able to get that tower. They're looking to counter jungle as well. Will unfortunately not be taken away, and that's gonna go to the hands of Bootcamp. But yeah, that's just amazingly played out there from Foxnyr, right? This Thunder though trying to get that Herald, maybe a little too greedy as they're just too far behind to fight for it. And now Frolimo trying to run away, but it seems like his life is gonna probably end here as there's 3 on the top side for this Thunder though.
Yeah, we talked about it. Frolimo is the sacrificial lamb here. Look at the sidesteps though! That is the power of the movement speed. But yeah, it is enough to get us the time to maybe get the mid lane turret. It's super low. Marv really wants that one, and I fully agree with you, my friend. You have to take this one because mid lane turret just opens the entire map. And now I got a question for you though, my friend Warlix.
Yes sir, hit me.
What did we talk about in Champ Select, and where do you think are we currently? We talked about the scaling. I want to have a look at Smolder stacks. He is at 124 right now. And yeah, exactly at 225 we will get the true damage. We do have a gold lead. We do have all the dragons. Maybe we'll get the next one. But do you think even if we get it, is this enough right now? Well, first of all, we have to look at the Vi trying to hold on to dear life. Will just do that. Really well played by Nilsson here. And now the Gragas cask is also just hitting, making sure the Vi doesn't die. But it also means that 1 year CN Bootcamp has to go back to base. Moxie, he's looking for the flank. He is trying.
Yeah, this Thunder already used so many of their ultimates and they're just too far behind, and I don't think they can fight this. They're gonna have to give it up. That's gonna be sole point on the side of Foxnyr as well. But to go back to your question,
exactly,
I think Foxnyr, they're definitely controlling the map, right? They're in control of the pace of the map, the tempo. They decide what they want to do. They decide what the game is about, and it's gonna be the side of this Thunder that just have to respond and sit back. But now they're fighting over this red buff. They're gonna be able to secure that at least. Don't have to give that one up. Morph is gonna get caught out by the body slam.
Oh yeah, Morph was behind the wall, ready for the bullet time. He will use it now, will kill Nilsson, but he's dying himself here to 1 year CN Bootcamp. Look at the knock-up, look at the action going, but I think this could be one that goes well for us. Only Bootcamp is left here, and he's standing in all those Foxnyr members. He's surviving forever, because we are lacking the damage right now. But I think we did make it happen. We did get the Herald out there, and this looks like an okay fight for us.
Yeah, for sure. And Foxnyr is gonna get a lot. They should be able to get this tier 2 tower, but maybe not. Mom is gonna be called onto the battlefield to clear out that wave. So the tower will at least survive on the side of this Thunder though. But Foxnyr, once again, just scaling that gold lead, getting the dragon, getting the skirmish, taking control of the jungle, almost getting the tier 2 tower as well. So they're definitely in pace, but even when I look at the gold lead, even though they're so far ahead, it's only a 3k gold lead. But I think most importantly, it's going to be 6 kills on the vine. That's not really the champion you want to have all the kills on, right? That's not going to be your carry. It's going to be the Smolder, and the Smolder is just struggling a bit right now, being behind in the stacks. And it's going to take a long while before he's going to be fully activated.
Yeah, same for the 6, right? You're grabbing a great point here. Yes. Even though Vi is on a lot of kills, she's still super behind compared to the only player without a single death. It has to be the Udyr, of course, Strelax, and yeah, he is also going for the move speed build here, got the Deadmans, and after that probably Spirit Visage for even more movement speed. So he will be super hard to kill, because he's also darn tanky. So in the end, I feel like, yes, Vi is strong in the game, and everybody knows I'm a jungle main. IS Vi would be like, well, you know, being ahead on Vi is great, I love it, but she's not even ahead, that's the problem.
Yeah, and now Baron has spawned as well. We did talk about it earlier that, you know, as Foxnyr, you're probably gonna need a Baron buff to break open the base. So we're gonna see how they're right now currently setting up vision around the Baron, trying to bait this Thunderdell forwards into facing them, preventing them to take the Baron, see if they can catch a good fight or catch the Baron to close out this game from the lead that they have generated so far.
Well, you cannot really just start the Baron, and Foxnyr knows that as well. They are trying to take away some of the resources. You saw Frolimo getting a few stray hits onto the turret, and yeah, you talked about the wave clear. And again, this is such an interesting and such an intense situation here, because you can't just get flashed on by Otto on the Gragas, and then the engage is there. And basically, whenever Otto is drinking from his alcohol casket, he is looking for exactly that. He's looking for the body slam into flash, into explosive casket, into full-on engage. And now maybe they are even looking for something on Frolimo. They're not full committing. They are not flashing on him because they know we will need that for the big fight. So yeah, a reset now. What are our current goals?
Yeah, it's gonna be controlling that Baron pit, right? Making sure that there's gonna be no vision on the side of this Thunderdome, and perhaps you can start with the Baron, bait them in, make sure they are gonna check upon you, and if they don't, you're just gonna take the Baron and break open their base. And if they do try to contest it, right, you just kill them. That's kind of the chance, because if you're gonna keep trying to push these tier 2 towers, it's really difficult to break them down, because once again the wave clear is just too much. And that is exactly what this Thunderdome would want you to do, right? They can stall out the game, they can keep clearing those waves. Smolder can keep stacking his Q, they can gather up more items, and then you're getting into that late game. So it's all about how Foxnyr can control this Baron area and see if they can bait in this Thunderdome.
Talking about baiting in, Frolimo in the fight there, but the cavalry is here once again, this time to help him out, because Marv and Moxie Thunder, they are here really well played on the ult here. A respect goes out for a 1-year CN bootcamp, but it's just not enough members there. And also, they are not in a position to start Nash or anything. This was a beautiful punish here by Foxnyr, I cannot say it any other way. And this means this is the soul.
Yeah, that should be soul point for Foxnyr as well. That's an Inferno soul as well, so that's gonna be good damage. But in the meantime, they're trying to push out the mid waves to get something back, but Foxnyr is not gonna allow that.
Hook is going to connect, Oipto has to run away, Nielsen has to use ult to just peel his team. Mom is also getting called, and meanwhile, of course, Straylex is on the objective, we just talked about it. The soul is a great one. Flash forward, oh my god, Moxie Thunder with the cancel, absolutely dirty work here. Brozard also getting the kill, and everything is falling apart for our blue side team here. Foxnyr just making magic happen. Frolimo may die, but this is a sacrifice we are willing to take, because we just got so many kills. Only feels Gunterman and Otto are alive. The Nash is also alive. Maybe we could also just look for that, or we say, hey, they do not have the wave clear anymore, we can just push in the mid lane, we can just take it on from here. Those T2s, the important ones. The Mega F-bomb will hit Marv, but it will not be enough to clear the wave, and this is just some more structures destroyed for us.
Yeah, I want to point out Foxnyr, after that skirmish in the bot lane, they didn't just go 5-man dragon. No, they saw that this Thunderdome were trying to get something back in the mid lane. They sent 3 members over to deal with that problem, but in the meantime, Brozard was pushing out that bot wave, getting the tier 2 tower. Strillex was getting the dragon. So in the meantime, we're getting all these objectives, and it ended up in a collapse in the mid lane, getting even more kills, getting that tier 2 mid tower, as well as feels Gunterman just doesn't have the wave clear because he's just that far behind on the Ziggs right now.
He is on 2 items, but he has not even finished the Sork boots yet. That shows you he was literally living paycheck by paycheck whenever he went into base. He never had any leftovers, no savings at all. And this is not where you want to be at compared to Marv and Brozard, because they are on 3 items each. Smolder and Ziggs are only on 2 items. Of course, they deal some damage, but imagine if they had some more gas in their tank, they would hit for so much more. That's not the reality though. Imagine this stealing. Nope, will not happen. Solid smite there by Straylex. And there we go. This is a Nash for the first mid lane turret. I think again that is a trade we will just take happily. Maybe we can get some kills as well. Marv in the face of a beautiful sidestep there to not get hit by a 1-year CN bootcamp. This is just a massacre. Otto will be the the next one to fall. Everybody is basically dead at that point. Strelex just flashing forward, making sure. I don't even know if this is not just the game at this point. You get a full-on ace. Everybody is in gray screen on the blue side, and Foxnyr, they are just looking like they are ready to go into the next game.
Yeah, Foxnyr, they had enough of playing around. They just started off the Baron. They saw that Oipto was bot lane with the Smolder. And they're just saying, hey, either you're gonna teleport the Smolder up here and you're gonna fight us, or we're just gonna take this Baron. And, well, the teleport was given, so they took the Baron, got the skirmish in mid lane, Oipto called out as well. And that's gonna be all the kills going over to Foxnyr. They get the Baron buff, they get the inhibitors, and now they're gonna look to close out this game.
Oh, the game will be closed out in just a few seconds, I feel like. It is an 11k gold lead at this point, basically. Mid lane inhib has fallen. And yeah, if we also just look at the items, everybody is ahead at least one full item, basically. Top lane TP will be coming in for us here. Can we get the final push here? Bailout will not be enough here. Bullet time will get cancelled, but does it even matter anymore at that point? Yes, Oipto hit the 225 stacks, but it is so late. Marth will die. Can Oipto maybe turn it all around now? Rosart struggling to stay alive, but there Frolimo, he is still doing Garen things. He is coming in, flanking from the side, hitting everybody with the Demacian Justice. And Warlicks, I think this is game numero uno. Well played to both teams, but of course Foxnyr, they just looked a bit better and they will take the W.
Yeah, nice try by Oipto in that final team fight. Unfortunately, they're just a little too far behind, so it's not going to be enough, but credits will be given to him for trying getting the triple goal in the end. But that's going to be the Nexus exploding, and that will be the first game for Foxnyr.
It will be the first game indeed. Maybe the next game, as sad as I am to say it, is the last game for today already. If they win that one, they are basically through this qualifier, and you know they qualified in that case. Lol. But yeah, back to the drawing board for our friends at this Thunderdome. Still a really cool name, by the way. But I think for us it is time to go into a short break, you know, grab yourself a drink or some little snacks, get ready for the next one, because I think we will see something exciting. Mainly because I feel like from a draft perspective, it looked alright. It looked good. You had a lot of disengage, you had a lot of stuff to, you know, hit the Udyr with, but it didn't quite work out in the game. If they can fix it, and maybe how they can fix it, we will hear it from Warlicks after the break, and of course we will see it in the draft and in the game itself. So be right back in just a few minutes. Oh, hi there. I've almost not seen you chilling there in chat. I hope you're having just as an amazing time as we have, because man, we are watching some banger games. And of course, Warlix, I have only one question. What went wrong?
I think on the side of on this Thunderdome, they overforced a couple fights where they should not have forced them. Like at the start of the game, they had the Herald fight where they tried to get the Herald before Foxnyr could respond, but it ended up on them dying or like all of them basically, and giving up the Herald as well. So, you know, when you're playing the scaling comp and you're playing to delay the game, you kind of have to accept that you're gonna have to give up some things and that you can't fight for some things. And I think that's kind of where it went wrong for this Thunderdome in some moments. So let's see if they're gonna run like a similar sort of team comp, or if they're gonna go with something completely different. And you know, if they're gonna go with the same, if they're gonna be able to adjust to it.
Okay, that is interesting. We see the Seri first pick and we see the Smolder ban. I think at the very end, we saw the potential that a Smolder has. I feel like, you know, maybe you will not agree with me here, but I feel like the last fight was a bit scary for us. And then again, I feel like this is why we will ban the Smolder here.
Yeah, for sure. The Smolder did get off a lot of kills. I think the fight was also just really messy on the side of Foxnyr. Like a lot of tower damage being tanked as well. I remember seeing Brosart just standing under that tower, taking a lot of tower damage. And, you know, it was not the cleanest fight, but, you know, they were so far ahead that it didn't end up mattering too much. And, but yeah, the Smolder is definitely like a very scary champion in that late game. That's for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Now, talking about a scary late game, on one hand, we have the Seraphine, scary late game. On the other hand, we have the Volibear, not really scary late game. And now we ourselves pick the Ornn, scary late game. Oh my god, and the Ahri again. Well, you have enough to talk about just here, with the Ahri alone, honestly.
Yeah, the Ahri from Brosart, we saw it yesterday as well against Roku's Ezreal, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And well, I can tell you he did not have a great time. I think, I don't remember what the end score was like, but Brosart got like 10 kills or something like that, something crazy. So yeah, he definitely had an absolute blast on that Ahri in the mid lane. And it seems like that is going to be a Sylas response in the mid lane, I would imagine. But we'll have to see where these champions are going to end up in. But, you know, looking at Foxnyr's composition so far, you have the Ornn, right? You're going to get the extra items on the late game as well with the Zeri. So it's a really good teamfight composition already.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the Ahri real quick, the only thing I remember was that Brosart was on 9k gold while his opponent was on 4.5k. And it wasn't Ezreal, right? It wasn't like a super scaling, weak early game pick. No. It wasn't Ezreal, and usually Ezreals, they have the tools they need to succeed in the early game. Rep God, something. And this time it's going to be the Sylas. And the other thing that I really want to mention is talking about bans here. The Udyr and the Kha'Zix are banned. That means we will see Straylex on another pick. What will it be?
Yeah, he is all for all in the jungle, right? So we'll see what it's going to be able to pull off for us today. Something new at least, so exciting to see where that one is going to go. As we're going to be rounding up the band phase here very shortly. Support bands coming through on the side of this Thunderdome. They're probably going to play that Seraphine in the bot lane, trying to make sure there's not that engage on the side of Foxnyr.
Yep. Or the disengage in that case, you know, Braum, Leona, a lot of strong engage, but they are leaving the Nautilus open. I'm calling it here. I'm calling it here now, Orlix. Yuumi bot lane with the Zeri. I want to see it, man. This is what I want. Gimme.
I mean, the Yuumi Zeri is notoriously very strong. I mean, I don't know how strong the Yuumi currently is on the meta. I haven't seen it in a very, very long while, especially in pro play and stuff. And even in solo queue, I have not seen Yuumi in so long. Like, I can genuinely not recall the last Yuumi I've seen. We are going to see the Vi again on bootcamp. He did have some success on it in the top lane for Limo. Definitely had some troubles with the ganks, but fortunately it was not enough to win out the game. as Maxi and Marv just kind of stomped over the bot lane. So we're gonna see if they can find a response to that.
I also think it's interesting how we are not going for the Misfortune again, but instead are first picking the Zeri. Now, of course, it could also be a Zeri top lane or a Zeri mid lane. We have seen that a few times as an answer to all those weird mid lane meta picks, to the Tristana, the Corki, all those stuff. But yeah, for now, it looks like Frolimo is done with the simple champions. He wants to go into Kayzante right now. And this will be it. It looks like a really solid composition here. Like, no wait, I'm stupid. Where's the Ornn? Wait, this is Morgana jungle, of course.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Ornn support and then Morgana jungle. So Strolex still pulling out a banger for us. We're gonna see if he can hit some of those dark bindings. Make sure the enemy goes AFK for a couple seconds. And it looks like if the hover is not baiting, it is baiting me. It's going to be the Misfortune instead, this time in the hands of this Thunder though. So we're going to see if Feels Gunterman is going to be able to put a similar performance as Marv, or if it will be a Foxnyr 2-0.
No, wait, it's Ornn jungle apparently.
It's Ornn jungle?
Or are they baiting? They have until 20 seconds to still trade, but it would be a bit baity, right? Ornn jungle, I don't like it too much because you need those levels to get the items. So of course, I mean, on support it's kind of the same problem. It's even worse, I'd say. So 3, 2, 1 and has to be locked in right now, unless the rule set here is different. But no, it looks like it is the Ornn jungle, and I'm a bit flabbergasted here.
Yeah, I did not see that one coming. Morgana jungle is like quite strong, right? The AP junglers are doing really well. Morgana is definitely one of those that you can use in the meta right now, but it's going to be Morgana support instead. Yeah, the Dark Shield is definitely going to be very useful in the bot lane against that Seraphine ultimate to protect the Zeri. Because that combination in the bot lane with the Seraphine ult and the Misfortune ult is very, very deadly, so that's definitely something to be looking out for in the bot lane.
Okay, so let's have a look at this. Of course, I cannot really help you with the jungle matchup because what is Ornn doing there? I don't know. We can have a look at top lane. I have no idea. Two evil bruisers going pew pew pew, wet noodle fight, you know, fighting each other, maybe getting a kill because Kayzante is Kayzante and Volibear can also have surprising amounts of sustain. But again, I have no idea about power spikes there. Now, I feel like the obvious focus here has to be the mid lane. It has to be Brozart on this Ahri. Yesterday, the Ezreal was not the answer. Do you think the Sylas is maybe the answer here?
I mean, it's going to be a melee into range matchup, right? So at the start of the game, it's probably going to be quite tough on that Sylas. Getting poked out by the Ahri is going to be very difficult to deal with. But as the game goes on, the Sylas can become very strong and you know, definitely has some outplay potential. You know, stealing the Ahri ult potentially to get the 1v1. So we're gonna have to see how much he's able to neutralize the lane at the start, and if Brozart is gonna run away with it again, or if Oipto is gonna be able to skill into that late game. You know, notoriously Sylas at level 9, if you're maxing the W first, is gonna be very strong at that point of the game with the sustain he gets from it. So if he can get to that point at a decent level, he definitely has, you know, a good chance to make it a lot difficult for Brozart.
So, I'm thinking. I kind of want to talk about scaling as well a little bit, but I think my view is super skewed here. Like, Sylas scales insanely well here. He has a ton of great ults. Like, almost every single ult feels pretty good for him, right? Especially the Ornn, especially the Kayzante, the all-out going in there, taking somebody for a 1v1, that's basically his wet dream. And then also talking about scaling, the front line gets kind of outscaled, I feel like, from this Thunderdome. But then they have Misfortune and Seraphine with an insane wombo combo at the Call of the Forge God. On top of that, I don't really know what will happen here.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's also gonna come down to execution, right? Because, you know, you see that see the Seraphine, you see the Misfortune, you're like, damn, those ultimates together are going to be really good, but then you actually need to land it and also on multiple members, right? And that's also going to be quite difficult. I do agree that the front line on the side of Foxnyr is just way stronger, right? The Ornn and the Cassante are just very, very beefy in the front line. So those are going to be very useful in the late game team fights. And then on top of that, you get the Ornn items as well. You know, each of them, I think, bring like a 1k worth of gold and stats to each player. So in the late game, I feel like the side of Foxnyr is just way easier to play out, right? You have the Zeri, who's gonna be protected by 2 beefy frontliners. You have Brosart and Maxi, who are gonna look with the Charm and the Dark Binding to get some picks as well. And it's a lot easier to play out than on the side of this Thunderdome, where you're gonna have to get the sort of wombo combo with the Seraphine and Misfortune ultimate.
Yeah, I think it's super important to be first at the objectives and again have the opposition move into you. I feel like many times in CS it's quite the same, right? It's usually easier to just hold an angle and have the enemies walk into you, have them spend their util first, use the pop flashes and everything, you know, before you even have to do anything. And I feel like it's kind of the same here. If you have to walk into the Misfortune, you have to walk into Nielsen on the Seraphine and the Encore, it looks really, really dangerous. But if they have to freestyle hit it while you are already on the objective, I feel like it could be an easy second game here. And talking about it, guys, of course, we are in the second game. It is on red side, this Thunderdome, and it is on blue side, currently 1 point ahead, and we mentioned it, Brosart on the Ahri again. It is Foxnyr's lineup.
Yeah, Brosart already looking to poke out the Silas in the mid lane, looking to establish that lane dominance. I mean, we're gonna have a little bit of a wet noodle fight on the top lane. That's just gonna be, you know, a standard tank v tank matchup. I don't think too much will be happening down there, but I'll be interested to see how the bot lane matchup is gonna play out as well.
Well, I feel like you probably don't know, but again, it feels like I played with everybody here, right? Already, like, oh, Chop Cop yesterday, I played with him a lot, but I obviously also played a lot with Marv and Moxie. And I can tell you one thing, his... oh man, mid lane taking a thing here, but yeah, his... Come on, stop it in mid lane, I want to talk about bot lane, Jesus. Both are dropping so low, and never forget Oipto can just heal back up with the Kingslayer, but yeah. Okay, Moxie Thunder has a really good Morgana pocket pick. There, I said it, I finally got through, let's go. And Oipto in the mid lane though takes the moment, he gets the first blood! Ranged versus melee matchup, what do you mean? He just kills the Ahri there.
Yeah, very well played from Oipto. Like, once that Ahri kind of pushes in the wave, right, that buys space for Oipto to actually chase down the Ahri down the lane, hits the chains as well on the E and gets the first blood as well. That's really well played from Oipto because he was getting poked down and he was kind of standing his ground in that mid lane, which is very difficult to do in this matchup. So this time around, Bros are definitely a little bit more of a challenge.
Talking about a challenge, Otto on top lane. Oh, this is such an interesting one. I have to give you a bit of trivia there, by the way. A little fun fact. Never mind, let's hold up. 1 year in the bootcamp, you might have to go again, because this is the aggressive bot lane that we wasn't see. But now it is Mission getting out of their Black Shield for Marv. Will be huge. Marv can maybe just jump over the wall there to get out. Nope. No way out of this prison for you. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about, by the way, it's really important. Come on, give me a second. Stralex also here, just doing Ornn things. But yeah, I remember I also do trivia quizzes sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Like esports quizzes, games quizzes, you know, stuff like that. And fun fact, I once put in the numbers from Volibear's E, from the Sky Splitter, I think it's called. Yep. Basically, if you look at the damage numbers and what it does, everybody thought it has to be an ultimate, but nope, it's just a basic ability. The thing is, it's really hard to hit, but when it connects, even in the early game, it deals close to 200 damage. So, whenever you're fighting a Volibear, it is all about, does the E hit or does it not hit, because that is literally like the difference between 200 HP with the shield that he gets as well.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Didn't know that damage or that ability did so much damage on the Volibear. But yeah, that's really difficult to hit as well. So I guess that kind of makes sense as well.
Yep. And he's going for AP, by the way. He might go for this Rod of Ages build, and then it is even more important to dodge the Sky Splitter. But I don't know if you saw it in the trade, right? It was looking really good for Frolimo, then the Sky Splitter hit, and then suddenly the trade looked god-awful for him. So yeah, that ability is an absolute powerhouse.
Well, there we go. We're seeing you see again, but Frolimo will be dodging it out this time. Bootcamp looked for that gank. Will not be able to find it though. We're gonna see the dragon on the map as well, Void Grubs spawning relatively soon as well, as we get a little bit more trading on in the bot lane. So Seraphine is gonna be really annoying with that, with the sustain as well, obviously. So that's gonna be quite annoying to deal with. As you can see, Marth is quite low on HP at the moment. Maxi looking for the Dark Binding. Will he find one?
He will not. Doesn't matter though, the gank is working, Strelax is here and will get the kill there. Beautiful stuff. Why did I ever doubt an orange jungle? He can do just what every jungler can do. Show up, get a numbers advantage and get the kill.
Yeah, fair enough. That's I guess that's one way to put it. Yeah, we're gonna see Bootcamp. He's gonna try to respond by getting the Void Grubs in the meantime. Void though still looking to clear out that mid wave, so building on Strelax still at the bot lane, so those Void Grubs should be secured by this Thunder though. As you can see, Otto is gonna be helping out as well. Will allow Frolimo to push out that wave in the top lane, perhaps getting a chance to reset if he needs to. Mid lane is just looking so spicy. Oipto is so low on HP. Brosart perhaps looking for something. The Spirit were still available to him as well, but he's not the only one who's noticing that. And we get a little party on in the mid lane. Nielsen is gonna be caught up as Strelax.
Don't forget, Oipto, he might look like he's on the brink of death, but the Kingslayer heals a lot. And it's quite an interesting ability as well, because it counts as a dash as well. So in theory, if your timing is insane, you can kind of cancel it if you dash away at just the right second. But now we are one more members here. Nielsen was not there in time, and that means we get the kill. Frolimo, he wants to hit the top lane. Here you saw it again. The Sky Splitter doing just so much, but not enough here. Frolimo though, also not finding the kill here. And the camera pans to the bot laners. They are literally just farming up, because for them, it is all about the scaling.
Yeah, Foxnyr winning out on that mid lane brawl, so they're gonna be able to push out that mid wave, get in the reset on the side of Brosat as well. It's gonna be able to recall here, and you know, Oipto, I'm sure he will be doing the same thing with his low HP. And let's see how these teams are gonna manage around the dragon, if they're gonna have any priority on it. You can see Foxnyr looking for some control, and they will get it, and maybe more. Feels Gunther, man. It's gonna have to flash out for that, so that is going to be something to look out for, that flash being used by Feels Gunterman. See if there is going to be any dragon skirmishes going on, and if it is going to come back to bite him.
Oh yeah, indeed. Now the bullet time getting used for the wave clear will be successful in doing so. Never mind! It connects! The Dark Binding and Marth following it up. This is another kill for our Austrian ADC. And Jesus Christ, man, he's making it look easy together with Moxie Thunder on the Morgana.
Yeah, Bootcamp and Nielsen only just getting back to lane. You could see Feels Gunterman was really uncomfortable being alone under that tower. Wanted to use the bullet time to clear out the minion wave, but Maxi just snipes him with the Dark Binding, and that's gonna spell the end of his life in the bot lane, unfortunately for him.
Now, Dragon is up, and I'm a bit confused here. Why is this objective not getting taken, though? But I feel like if you are the scaling component, you kinda agree with that one. The longer the dragons are not getting stacked, the better your chances are at just scaling up and ignoring dragons, you know? Just getting through the game via items without any dragon buffs. It works, I feel like. Now Otto was maybe a bit too greedy. Frolimo again has to sidestep the Sky Splitter. And at the same time, are we finally looking for the dragon after shoving out the mid lane maybe? I think so.
It looks like the dragon will be started off by Strolex here. Probably gonna need some help on the Ornn. Not the best to solo out the dragon. But yeah, with the waves being pushed out in mid lane and bot lane, that gives the opportunity for Foxnyr to take this dragon relatively for free, so they can kind of start stacking these dragons throughout this game. But with such a late dragon, you know, it's gonna get quite late until we get to soul point.
Mid lane, the Ornn is getting blown. Oipto has to jump away. Marth on the bot lane with the black shield. Wants to 1v1. The misfortune, the bullet time will not be pulled through. And of course not, because there is just no chance in the mid lane. No sums were burned though. Oipto could just run away with his E button. Now it is a 2 versus 2 in the mid lane. Brozard might be in trouble, flashing out of there. Has no Spirit Rush ready. Oipto wants to find the kill, and he will get those Spirit Rushes to get out of there. This was just so well played by Oipto and Bootcamp.
Yeah, with Spirit Rush and the Call of the Force being used. Okay, Bootcamp is just gonna get smacked.
Let's go. Straylex on the jungle Ornn, man. Well, he might be in trouble now, but honestly, he got the kill. Can he get out here? Oipto flashed out. Now the Encore will not connect. Moxie Thunder flashing away. The teleport is coming in there. Brozard, he's feeling himself. Will not connect the charm though. And this means it is a lot of skills flinged around and spells used, but for not a single kill.
Yeah, Strolex getting out of there is insane, and also this Thunder though, they were on the Void Drops, they were trying to take that, but Strolex just put that to a stop and also gets away with it. And now that means Foxnyr is gonna be on the Void Drops, taking it themselves, so that's massive on the side of Foxnyr. They're gonna get another kill here.
Oh, he cannot jump away with the Stormbringer because he was just CC'd for too damn long. Moxie Thunder looking this Morgana support like it's the meta right now.
Yeah, I do want to point out as well, last game we saw Marth on that misfortune together with Maxi on the Nautilus. They smacked down this bot lane, they took full control and they took over the whole map. And now they're looking to do it once more. This Marth Sari is 5-1-0 and Maxi has landed some banger Dark Bindings as well. So shout out to the bot lane of Fox, they're doing great here.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday I said in theory Marth should be the best player. And I think he heard that, he looked at the games and he was like, wait a second, Brozard took all my fame and glory. It is time for me to step it up now. You know, today is Marth Day, yesterday was Brozard Day, it's fine. As you said, he is on 5 kills, he's on 6,000 gold, and he's basically on almost double the gold of the opposition of Fields Gunterman. So he's basically doing what Brozard was doing yesterday, and I think if they can just continue this, it will be a quick 4-0. It's looking great so far.
Yeah, but I mean, I will say, you know, if you look at the side of this Thunder though, most of the gold is gonna be on this area, and you do have the fight to lock down this area. You have a lot of damage on the side of Oipto as well, but hold on a second, it's getting a little spicy on the top lane. No. Trying to hold on to the tower.
No, you cannot do this, man. Otto will not be able to find the turret there. Both ults are being traded, and I feel like that's just okay. It also showed the support being on top lane though. That means we can maybe look for something in the mid lane. Straylex finding a good ult there, and this allows Moxie and Marth, the bot lane, to just get that much more resources. Find the mid lane turret with platings even. It has not been past minute 14. Now Oipto stole the Call of the Forge God. Straylex will not do too much. He failed another jump in. That's just his signature thing. He has to fail one E ability once, like horribly, and then it is out of the system, and then he can just go on with his genius league play there. I love to see it. Nobody died, and we got more platings.
Yeah, once again, also the Encore from Seraphine missing again. Nice dodge from Marth on the mid lane as well. And they're just denying this re-engage, and you know, on the side of this Thunder though, they're gonna have to lock down this area with the Cease and Desist from the Vi and trying to shut her down before she can, you know, skill into the team fight with her DPS, with her ultimate. But so far it's been quite a struggle, and Marth is just kind of smurfing this game so far.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, as long as he has flash and sometimes even barrier up, what can you realistically do? It's so hard. Like, yeah, the follow-up and everything is there with the Encore, but if you can just flash out of it instantly after you've been knocked up and then smashed down, I feel like he should be safe, more or less at least, you know, with the fleet footwork. Also, just running away like it is Mirror's Edge here. And yeah, meanwhile Dragon goes over, the teleport is getting used here from K-Sante. I don't really know if we want to fight this, but it looks like we are looking for it. Are we? No, not really. Nothing's happening. A bit sad that we wasted TP on that one, but you know, could be worse.
Yeah, we will take control of this mid lane right now, so... But this Thunder, though, that will reposition through their jungle to defend this tier 2, so... Nothing that we're really gonna gain from that. There will be the Dragon going towards them as well, so... Once again, the Soul Point is gonna be looking into the far future in this game. Now, also trying to look for something, but decides otherwise.
Meanwhile on bot lane, Oipto no mana, but it doesn't matter if you can just freely hit the turret, you know, we can have a look at that real quick. And on the mid lane now, we are looking for something, but we are not really finding anything. Bootcamp not finding the engage that he wants. Really good charm this time by Nielsen, but still it is all in vain. Yes, we are finding a few kills. Brozart died. Oipto jumping in there from base with the teleport, getting the crash here, lightning crash, the ult from the Zeri. And we have to just stay away. Frolimo trying to get away as well. Never forget, if Obito can get close here, he will find the health with the Kingslayer. Can just steal it away from you. But I still feel like this was an A-OK fight for us.
Yeah, with Oipto still farming in the bot lane, you have to teleport back in, right? So with your 3-0 Silas not being there, it's going to be quite difficult. And also I want to point out on the side of this Thunder though, right? What you're trying to do in this game, you're going to have to fight a Cease and Desist, the Encore from the Seraphine. You're trying to lock someone down and burst them down before they can respond with anything. But then you have the Black Shield on Morgana, which is going to make that so much more difficult. And we're going to really have to look out for that one. In the last fight, Maxi did manage to get the Black Shield onto Brozar before he could get locked down. So it's going to be very difficult for this Thunder though, if Maxi can, you know, have the right timing on that Black Shield.
Yeah. But again, Maxi, I can just say it again, like a broken record. He is making Morgana look so good, honestly. Looks like an absolute insane pick in this game. But I feel like it truly is. It offers just a few simple tools, but man, are those tools strong. The Dark Bindings have been amazing, and the Black Shields in the team fights have also been amazing. And the ult to zone everybody, slow them, maybe even stun them. It is just really strong of a pick. Even though, again, it's not meta, but man, Moxie Thunder just makes it work somehow. And my eyes are still glued onto Marth here, because he is so strong into the game on 9,000 gold already, by the way. Basically, the entire gold lead is just on him at this point.
Yeah, also has already bought the Executioner's Column to reduce some of that healing, and now...
Oh, that's a 2 versus 2 though! Marth bit off too much! Cease and desist on to the ADC. He gets 1 kill though, never mind. Wait, can he make this work? Meanwhile on top lane there's also a fight. Feels Gunter, man, will truly feel sad. Marth, he just makes it work somehow! Give me just a sec. I need to go back real quick and have a look at this, man. To relive the full moment. I was already like, hey, they are dead here, but Moxie Thunder died. Marth just sidesteps everything so cleanly. Makes it look so easy. His movement is just amazing. Look at this guy, man. The spacing, the A moving, his mouse clicks on the Zeri especially, just absolutely insane how he got out of there. He is even hunting for Nielsen as well. He will get charmed, but I don't even think it matters. He gets a triple kill out of something that looked like an absolutely dire situation, and he will then just die to not give over the kill to Oipto. What a masterful play here by the Austrian ADC.
Yeah, well played by Marth there. The kiting was amazing right there in that team fight. Kiting out both the Volibear and the Vi in the end, and then taking down the Seraphine in the end as well, just for the extra style points. He didn't have to, but he just wanted to. and he gets it done. Make sure to die to the tower as well to not give Oipto even more money. And yeah, it's looking really good for Foxnyr right now with this mega vet Sari. So all eyes are gonna be on Marth, and if Maxi is gonna be able to peel properly with the Black Shield for Marth, then there's very little that this Thunderdog can do against this Sari.
All the peel is just looking unreal and basically unbreakable even at this point. Marth here getting the pink, getting the position for his team to get the dragon. The dragon, a really important one. You're slowly scaling into the late game with that one, with a bit more damage. But they have to make sure to not get trapped here. Brozart will jump into the mid lane real quick, shove out the wave. You know, it is an Ahri, so he's relatively safe. And this means this dragon will go over to Foxnyr without a fight even.
Yeah, Frolimo still has teleport as well, Otto does not, so even if a fight were to break out, it would be very much favored on the side of Foxnyr as well. And now we're gonna see Bootcamp is gonna be hanging around that top lane, trying to counter jungle, perhaps go for a kill on Frolimo again, like we have seen many times in the series, but no, instead he's gonna go for the reset. It looks like, unless he decides to cancel his recall, but doesn't seem like it. We'll just go for the reset as to help out the team, as Marth and Maxi are looking to take down this tier 2, and Oipto, you could definitely use a little bit of help down there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oipto struggling to keep the turret alive. Now Marth getting charmed. Can he make miracles happen again? Lightning crash, but nope, this time it is too much lockdown. It is 4 members against only the bot lane. Yes, last time it was a 3 versus 2. That was somehow... I mean, even though I never would have guessed it, it was somehow possible to escape and even get some kills. This time it was just too many red HP bars. But hey, meanwhile, Bootcamp, I feel like he's just super duper dead at this point. Yup, he just dies without any way to get out of there. And Strelex will just use the ultimate here to disengage real quick.
Yeah, the big difference maker is that Oipto this time was present, hitting the chains, and they get in the CC lockdown with the Encore from the Seraphine as well. And that's going to be enough to take Marth down. So that's definitely like the one way this Thunderdog can make a comeback, is if they can lock down the Seraphine. That's all it's going to be about the positioning of the Seraph or the Zarya on Marth. If Maxi is going to be able to get those Black Shields off, and if this Thunderdog are going to be able to lock down the Zarya with their wombo combo that they have in their team.
Yeah, maybe it's also a bit of that bait and switch, right? You have the Zarya just dancing on your nose, basically. But at the same time, Moxie Thunder is there to give him a Black Shield. So if you just use an important CC ability, well, if they just Black Shield it, then it does not do anything. So I'm not really sure if maybe Moxie was out of range, or maybe the Black Shield was bursted before it could really, you know, do its job. But either way, we were playing a bit too close with fire. We got burnt a little bit, but I don't think it should take away from our confidence that we are currently having on the Zarya. And I also love how we're playing around those side lanes.
Yeah, side lane's being pushed in right now. Pretty much just kind of being on side lane duty, right? Just having a wet noodle fight with Otto. Classic top laner experience, am I right? But yeah, this Marth is just so far ahead. If you look at the items, he's on 3 items, and meanwhile we have Field Sculptman on 1.5 right now, not even the boots completed. Even an extra pickaxe in the inventory of Marth as well. So yeah, his gold lead is insane right now, and so is the damage, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely crippling. Frolimo on on the chase, I guess here. Otto wants this kill, and he has the sustain to do so, but the turret will maybe be a problem, short or long term. So yeah, while Otto is looking really solid in the side lane, I think it doesn't really matter too much right now. We will maybe see the engage here. The Ornhorn getting used to its full effect here. Marth with the Black Shield again, just looking so good. Oipto can use Spirit Rush to jump away here, will do just that, but he will get chased so hard. He has so many dashes though. He basically went through the entire screen in just a few moments. But still, 1 year C and Bootcamp is dead. And the Nash is up, the next dragon is up in a minute.
Yeah, looks like Foxnyr will not be going for the Baron at the moment, so they're just gonna push out this top lane. They're gonna go for the resets after, you know, farming so many minion waves, clearing out the jungle, you know, stealing those as well from this Thunder though, putting them even further behind. Now they're gonna reset, buy some more items. Wouldn't be surprised if Marth is gonna buy another item right now. He's close to gets the BS sword instead, and now Brosard is on his own for a little bit, so that's gonna allow this Thunder though to at least get that tier 1 tower in the mid lane. They are gonna be able to go to Baron or Dragon if they want to, but they're gonna go for the reset instead. There's currently no vision at all on the side of this Thunder, or at least very little. There's a couple wards, but for the most part they're gonna be walking into the darkness, right? So that's quite scary on their side. So we'll see if they're gonna go for this Dragon at R or if they're just gonna give it up.
Yep, the dragon is up and we took our resources, we gave up the mid lane turret, but we got a good reset for it. We got everybody at full power, as you said, Marv even picking up a stat stick in base. And now it is all about this team fight. The Scuttle is already gone. Oipto now with the stolen Horn will have a huge impact there. Marv, can he survive his GC's chained? And he will not be able to do so. The entire wombo combo will just fly over our head there. Will make things so hard. Marv had not enough peel and not enough ammunition there of help to stay alive. And this is looking pretty damn good for our friends at Thunderdome.
Yeah, this time they're gonna be able to get that wombo combo.
Oh, the chains. Ah, shut down. Okay.
Yeah, there's even gonna be Baron as well, so now this game is gonna suddenly swing the other way. And even though, you know, Marv has been ahead this whole game and it's been feeling like Foxnyr has been ahead the whole game as well, we cannot forget that Oipto, he is 8-0-1. He is also in this game. He's looking to carry his team on the back. And this time they're gonna find the wombo combo. And Oipto is allowed to go full ham mode on that team fight, picking up kills left, right, and center. So getting a shutdown onto Marv as well. He's gonna be able to pick up a lot of items as well. He's currently on 3 items too. So this Sylas is definitely something to look out for. It's very scary, and the scaling as well, we talked about it. Sylas scales really well into the late game as well, so very scary champion to look out for.
Man, should have gone for that, what is it called, Jack Show or Ronduins or something, you know, grab some defensive stats now, but that's the luxury that you sometimes have with certain AD carries like Kog'Maw or Vayne, where you spike so hard with 3 items, you might as well get a defensive item sometime, you know, as a 4th item. And I feel like on the Zeri, you do not have that luxury, or it would really get you a ton of diminishing returns in regards of damage. So, TLDR, I think I'm a bit sad that Marv can not get any defensive items, you know, or it would have a huge drawback. For now, he will have to find a way to not die in those team fights. He does have the flash up right now, so if the same fight happens again, maybe he will have a better time. Question is, will we have a fight just as good as that one again?
I mean, I hope so. It was kind of a banger fight, but you know, we talked about it. The execution is really in the hands of this Thunder, right? They need to be the ones that combo the CC, layer the CC onto Marv. So it's gonna come down to how well they're gonna be able to execute it, and with that also the CC. And Oipto, he's in trouble.
Oh yeah, in mid lane, can Oipto fall? He will dash out of there. We get 1 year CN bootcamp though. Marv and Brosard on the hunt, flashing forward. Feels Günther, man. Feels pretty dead to me, man. This is a double kill for Marv again. Our ADC on the Zeri just looking absolutely cracked and out of his mind again. Had to burn the flash, but this time it means we got a lot of kills. Meanwhile, Frolimo trading ult and blow for blow with Otto. Otto again playing around the Sky Splitter shield here, going forward. But now Brosard is here flashing forward and helping out his friend on the top lane. Mid and top united are unstoppable. Marv, can he find Oipto? Oipto no cooldowns up right now. Teleport is getting used here. Brosard is jumping forward, has no Spirit Rush ready, so that means he will not find the kill or the catch here. But still strong showing by our Foxes.
Yeah, and I don't know what happens because we didn't get to see it in the observing, but Oito somehow will call off guard, perhaps by charm, or maybe Maxi hit the dark binding onto him. But him getting caught off guard and losing all of his HP means he has to leave the fight, and he's just the only fat member on the side of this Thunderdome, and with so little damage left on their team, that just means that Marv gets a free reign over that entire team fight. He gets to run down everyone with that insane movement speed you have on the Zeri. And that's gonna really shut down the Baron play on the side of this Thunderdome as well. But this game is certainly not over yet, and you know, we're gonna have plenty more fights coming up. Soul Point also on the side of Foxnyr. So I'm sure we're gonna have a banger fight coming up quite soon around this dragon.
45 seconds, just about now, until that dragon spawns. And again, it could be an Infernal Soul for Foxnyr here. And I don't need to tell anyone how great that is, how much more damage we get through this. Moxie Thunder will have the Black Shield there to just get out of there easily. Straylex just CCing everybody for a while, and now Marv is getting the first one. Wally Bear is down. Are we chasing them, or are we just going for the objective here? Thunderdome, they wanted so much, they tried so hard, but in the end, it did not matter. Their top laner died and is on a 35 second cooldown. Flash forward from Moxie Thunder to get the kill here onto Nielsen. We are just chaining the kills together right now. And Oipto is on the top side. He doesn't want to have any say in this. Dragon and Soul go over to Foxnyr.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the minimap, it's just wards and vision all for Foxnyr, so it's quite difficult on this Thunderdome to walk in there, and they get punished. I think they catch out Maxi, but they have still the Black Shield to tank some of that CC. Does not get the lockdown, and then the Seraphine and Core also being used and missing. It just means that there's not a lot of tools left on the side of this Thunderdome, and once those are being burned, Marv just sees, hey, they don't have the spells anymore, I can just run forward and run them down, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Otto is back up again. This is an important one on the bot lane. We are getting the turrets. Straylex can also start buffing his teammates up with the items. So even though it took a while, Ornn is also finally scaling into this game with all his available options. And this is really important. Where are we choosing the fights? All the zoning tools here. Otto could be out of position though. Will get hunt down. Marv wants the kill here. Has to make sure to not be scrapped by himself. He will get in there, get the fight. Otto is still alive. The wombo combo gets through there. Marv is still living though, and as long as he is living, he can dish out the damage. He can get things done, and the entire team of Foxnyr, they are so well prepared. They chose their playground and they executed on it. Otto even leaving the game out of sheer frustration. Because as they already saw it, this is it, and this was a beautiful game by Foxnyr. 4-0 in the second qualifier phase. So far, GG's, well played.
Yeah, well played by the bot lane of Foxnyr. Absolutely banger series from the both of them. And that's gonna be the Foxnyr 2-0.
Foxnyr 2-0 indeed. And it looks absolutely strong here. God dang it. Yeah, I'm asking for interviews right now. And waiting for the potential candidates here. So far, Warlix, you can run us through a little bit what you have seen the last 2 days.
I mean, it's good to see that, you know, you're gonna have a lot of strong players on the side of Foxnyr, right? Frelimo has shown us great things on this Cassante, getting those insect plays off right, and even like holding on the weak side as well, which is also a very tough job as a top laner, right? So shout out Strillex, even though he's not a jungler, he has been able to you know, get his picks, you know, do his job. He's getting the objectives, getting the counter ganks. He's where he needs to be. And then, Brosard, yesterday he had an absolute field day on the Ari LeBlanc. Even today he's playing very well, but, today the spotlight was kind of Maxi and Marth, right? They're absolutely smurfing in the bot lane. And I think it's really good to see on the side of Foxnyr as well that they're identifying, like, hey, who on our team is currently like smurfing on the map, and how are we going to play around them? They're really good at that, which sometimes can be difficult, where you're not playing around your strengths in the game. But yeah, Foxnyr has done a really good job on that. So congratulations on the 2-2-0s even.
Exactly, 4-0 in total, and that means they will already be done. I just have to make sure real quick to get everything set up for the interview, because we do have two wonderful guests. We have Moxie and Brosard apparently, but I still need to see where they are, making sure where are we meeting, where can we hear their beautiful voices. That is the only question that is left between us and them having a little bit of small talk about the current game.
Yeah, well, let's go. We can get them in here quite quickly, and then I'm sure.
Oh, perfect.
We're gonna have a good celebrity interview.
Yep. So give us 1 second, and there we go.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congrats.
Grazie.
On that 4-0 in total. So, how does it feel, guys, to get insect on top lane by Gragas, insecting yourself yesterday? What made you go for the Garen and then switch back to the Kayzante, Frolimo? Brosard. Wait, I'm a confused man. Am I not?
I mean, Brosard cannot really answer that one.
Yeah, wait. It's Brosard, not Frolimo. Oh my god, I got you baited by some people.
I think we still can answer the question. Kayzante just made sense into as much AP as they had this game. We knew there wasn't going to be any action on top. We knew we're not going to play for a Volibear camp because that guy just 1v2s. And Kayzante is just free in this comp.
Yeah, sounds about right. And with the Garen, we just wanted something stronger on the top side into the Gragas. And we know Frolimo loves his Garen, so yeah, we went for the Demacia. Demacia thread.
Demacia's thread, hell yeah. I'm a bit sad he's not here. I would have made him shout his best Demacia impressions, his best Garen impressions. But hey, maybe I can ask you about your favorite Morgana quotes and Brosard about his favorite Ahri quotes in mid lane. What do you got there, guys?
Wings heavy, mom spaghetti, something like that. She says something with wings heavy. Yeah. I'm not sure. I remember I remixed the song from Eminem once with wings heavy, mom spaghetti. That was banger. So yeah, something like that.
I don't remember the Ahri quotes.
Wow.
I sadly do not have enough Ahri games to remember her quotes.
But what do you mean you don't have enough Ahri games? You looked absolutely amazing on the Ahri. What?
Yeah, but I have played a lot of support lately, so I don't hear the quotes much.
Well, that's a bummer. How did you just smurf so hard on the Ahri then yesterday?
I don't know, it just feels like the champion is free elo every time I touch her, because I seem to be the only one still playing her in the meta. And just no one respects the Q poke in lane and then the all-inning. She's just great for team play, with the resets, with the team fighting, the setup, everything.
I see. Absolute banger. Else tell me, how are you guys feeling and what did you actually qualify for right now? Because Moxie, you said there will be no more games today evening. When are the next games then?
Yeah, so we are now in the upper bracket final, basically trying to qualify for the main event of this cup. And the main event is like against Division 1, Division 2, Division 3 enemies, so that would be really cool. And now we are playing against VFB. I don't know what their name actually stands for, but I know they are a very, very strong team, which we'll be playing next week on Saturday at 2 o'clock, by the way. Yeah, they have like an ex-LEC top laner and challenger bot lane, challenger jungle, so that's gonna be a potential banger. But yeah, basically next week Saturday at 2:00, upper bracket final.
Yeah, sounds like an absolute banger. And then I guess let's go towards Maxi. Talk a bit more about the bot lane, because you and Marv were kind of on a roll this series on both the first and the second game. Is there anything you want to say about that?
I mean, yeah, it was a lot better than yesterday, I feel like. Mainly want to say that is due to just I haven't played a lot of League, like for 2 months basically. So, well, not a lot, I played like 3 games. So I kind of had to find my way back into it. Luckily with Marv, it's super easy to do that. So, and also with Brosart in the mid lane calling for stuff he wants. So it helps a lot that I don't have to think too much about the map, but can kind of just focus on, myself and playing. Yeah, I feel like today was a lot better than yesterday, at least laning phase wise. A lot of Morgana Qs randomly hitting, so that was pretty nice. A lot of them missing as well, by the way, but let's not talk about those. And yeah, I think it went pretty well. But yeah, it's easy with Marv, so that helps a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you and Marv definitely smurfed it out on the bot lane, and I heard you're kind of a Morgana specialist as well. Or is that a champion you like to play a lot?
I feel like a bit similar to what Brosart said about like no one else playing Ahri. I think it's similar with Morgana. I mean, she isn't great, but I feel like if she has a perfect spot, like we had this game, she's just become so good. Yeah, because again for this game, for example, their goal was to CC chain someone with the Vi into the Seraphine ult, right? All that, and just having that black shield as an easy denial is just super good. And also, I mean, I don't know if you saw in the last fight, but Silas got Morgana Q'd 3 times, got ulted by me and knocked up by Ornn. Like this guy had CC'd for longer than he actually played the game in the last fight. Basically, I think he was CC'd for like 8 or 9 seconds straight. And then he also Zhonya, so he couldn't play during Zonya's. Like he literally was just CC'd for the whole fight, and he was the only issue of the enemy team, right? So I think Morgana isn't super good, but if you pick her in exactly the right spot, like this game, for example, then she's really strong.
I see. So we also have to talk a little bit about the jungle performance here. We had a beautiful Udyr game 1, and then game 2, Kha'Zix and Udyr banned, so we had to see something new. I was a bit surprised by the Ornn though. Why the Ornn? This is a super interesting pick. It worked out in the end though, but how did you get Ornn, to play that one?
Oh, I can speak to that.
Yep.
So you see Mr. Finn, Strelax, he was cooking all of the games. He was legit cooking in between the games, in between the clears, stirring his pot of bolognese, and then he had the brilliant idea of picking Ornn jungle. And well, the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, also I want to quickly give a big prop there, because I mean even the same thing compared to what I said about myself, I think for him was the same. It was good yesterday, but I feel like today felt a lot more comfortable. Like the whole team altogether felt a lot more comfortable. Just everything flowed way more, if you want to say it like that. And just super good performance from Strelax, especially as, like we already said, he is not a jungle main. But on the 3 champs that he picked so far, he performed really well.
Oh, I have to agree, yeah. He played super good jungling there. Again, even though Ornn is not the meta, he made it look really good. So, of course, that keeps us a bit curious about next Saturday in that case. We will see if he can cook even more bolognese or maybe something else next time. But yeah, until then, you can have the final word again to both interviewees and then my wonderful co-caster Warlix. For me, I think I've said everything that I wanted to get out today.
You want to start, Brosart?
I don't have much to say. Thanks for casting. Thanks for streaming. And I want to thank my mom.
Is she watching?
No, unfortunately, she's not into esports.
No, wow.
Yeah, maybe you can change that over time.
I'm sure. She's at the lake, bro. She's not coming back.
She's grabbing some milk and cigarettes. Feels bad, man.
I mean, I don't really have that much to say either. I mean, I'm really enjoying it. Enjoying playing with the boys again. We'll try to do our best next week. Will be a difficult one, but We'll give them a fight for their money at least. And yeah, thank you for everyone who is watching. Thanks for the team for performing really well. And yeah, I don't have anyone special to thank. My mother doesn't watch either, sadly.
Dang it. Warlix.
Yeah, perhaps we're gonna need more mothers to watch Foxnyr right here to play. That's maybe we need to start a campaign. No, but congratulations to you guys. You played amazing both today and yesterday, and there's good improvements as well. So we'll see how that goes next week. Everyone, thank you for watching, and Aliceram, thank you for casting with me as well. Has been a banger the last 2 days, and I think that's about it.
Until next Saturday then, guys. Have a great one.
Say the truth. 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 They wanna drown me, but I know I really know you. Really know you. They wanna hide it, but I know. Say the truth. Say the truth. They wanna drown me, but I know I really know you. Really know you. They wanna hide it, but I know. Say the truth.
My body back and forth. Move my body.